Good morning, everyone. It's I suppose probably been a while since you've heard from me, and you're probably wondering what are these surroundings. So I've got some news for you. So as you know, I was buying the flat in the mill, leasehold property, obviously. Now I'm well aware that when you buy a leasehold property, especially in a development of that scale, that so you have service charges, there's repairs, things like that. I used to work for a guy that owned a lot of freeholds, and I learned a lot about property through this guy, so I was well aware of what we'd be getting into. There was a service charge, as is the case in most developments like that, because obviously you need to pay for the building to be cleaned, the general upkeep of the building, bins to be taken away, things like that, which was £250 a month, which, coming from the south, a £250 a month service charge isn't a lot. That's pretty cheap in the south. Up here, that's quite expensive, apparently. So it didn't deter me anyway. And there had been some repairs, because it's a listed building, there had been some repairs to the building, and this had been added to the service charge. And the solicitor for the seller, the estate agent I went through, they made me aware of some issues with the building. They said there was an issue with the roof, but the work had already been started. It had been added to the service charge, and it was being paid off because you're eligible for 0.45% of any costs of repairs to the fabric of the building. Strangely, not the freeholder. I don't know the legalities of it. It's just the way it's done in that property. So anyway, the estate agent wanted us to go with the same solicitor as the seller because they said it would make it quicker. Quite rightly so. Dave said, well, no, that's a conflict in interests. I'd rather use my own solicitor, which I'm glad he did, because after requests for much information and not getting it back, finally did start to get the information back, and this work for the roof hadn't been done. This had been going on since 2013, and it still hadn't been done. And there's an RTM company called like a Right to Manage, which oversees the management of the building, and then there's a Leaseholders Association. So you have a representative of the Leaseholders Association that works with the RTM to do the works, and there'd been a constant battle between the two of them over this work being done to the roof. Transpires after some digging that one of the directors to the RTM is also the contractor and the supplier to the works on the building. So again, massive conflict in interests. And it's been alleged, and I don't want any legal fallout from this, so this is only that I have been told this, and this is allegedly, that this guy that's the contractor is inflating costs and skimming money off the top from the leaseholders. I have no proof of that. That's just something that I've been told by the Leaseholders Association, and I say that is allegedly. That is not fact. Don't get any trouble for that. So yeah, as you can understand, puts you off a little bit and doesn't inspire any confidence in the RTM or Leaseholders Association about works to the roof ever being done if it's been going on since 2013. Which, yeah, essentially as we've pulled out of the sale, because not only had the seller solicitor tried to hide all of this, when they've been sending the paperwork back to our solicitor, they've been sending the wrong paperwork back for the wrong type of building. This has been going on for 4 months until we finally find our solicitor finds this out, and she then obviously advises us that it's not a particularly good idea, and if we were to continue, basically the process needs to be started again completely, because where their solicitor's been trying to hide it and it's been the wrong paperwork being sent back, the paperwork all needs to be started again. So it's going to take at least another 3 months. So just fed up with it at this point, because it's a cash sale. It just shouldn't be dragging on like this. So we're both really, really annoyed with the estate agent, the seller, and this seller solicitor, because they've wasted our time. Been staying in hotels whilst we wait for this. And if this had all been made clear in the outset, we could have made more of an informed decision, not spent the fortune that's been spent on hotels, and potentially gone and looked for something else, or there are many other possibilities. So after getting fed up with the waiting and the costs involved with hotels, decided to buy a camper van. Because I need a van for work when I go back to work. So I have this, it's brilliant. I've got a fridge, got a cooker, I've got a portaloo, gym memberships, obviously got showers, lovely and spacious. It's a nice van, it'll be brilliant for work. I'm looking at gas courses today, and yeah, essentially throughout the summer I'm going to be staying here. I'm going to get myself back to work. I'm going to live and work out of this. Can't wait, it's been lovely. Let's quickly show you something. My view this morning when I woke up. Yeah. So, can't really complain, can I? So yeah, a little bit annoyed, but overall I'm happy because this is great. This is what I was aiming for initially, was to be able to get a van, get back to work, and then save and buy something. So the plan now is, like I say, I'm going to stay in this. When the winter rolls round, if I decide that this isn't for me in the winter, I'm probably going to rent somewhere for 6 months, because it's cheap up here to rent. And the plan is that I'm going to save, and Dave's going to save to obviously recover some of the money that had been lost from this mess about. And come 6 months to a year, we have a sizable amount of money for essentially the deposit on a house. So be able to get a very small mortgage, like for less than a quarter of what the value. So I hope to be able to put about 75% down, and I'm gonna get a house. It's been put off by leasehold now. I really have. I say I'm well aware of how things work with leasehold properties, but that was just an absolute joke, and that's just put me off ever considering a leasehold property again. So that's where we're at. If you're wondering about Bruce, he's got my glasses. He thinks he's going to be a WWF wrestler. I know, I tried telling him. Isn't that right, Bruce? Oh, sorry, his name's Blast Wave now. Yeah. Let's see how that pans out for you, mate, yeah? Right. Big love, everyone, anyway. I hope everyone's good, and for the time being, I'm going to give you updates, obviously, on my gas and everything. But I think we'll be doing some van life content, showing you the sights of Lancashire for the minute. It's beautiful up here. It's absolutely stunning. And yeah, we're going to go on a journey, and we'll see where the road takes us. Big love. We'll chat soon.